Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Trading Toolux. In this video I will be explaining about the OneClick Trader and all its features. So this video will be very basics and covering all the features from the scratch, so even the beginners can understand it very clearly. So let's get started. So you guys know what is OneClick Trader. You can trade in the index options and features with just one click, and it supports like this 6 different brokers, and more brokers are coming soon. So there are lots of features like this, so I will be covering each and everything. So let's get started. So first of all, let's see how we can install OneClick Trader version 3. So first log into your Trading Toolux account. After logging in, scroll down to the bottom, you will see this section. So for Windows you can click this, it will download the exe file, and if you double click the exe file it will automatically install. And for Mac older version you can use Intel chip, and for latest like M1 M2 chip you can download the Silicon chip. So after you double click the DMG, you can drag the OneClick Trader version 3 to the application folder and it will work automatically. So for Linux you can double click this and install. So that's it for the installation. Now after the installation you have to search for OneClick V3 in your desktop, and you have to open the app. It will open the OneClick Trader 3 window like this. So by default it's pretty much same like version 2. So instead of the load button you have to click the play button. So once you click the play button the strikes get active, and like V2 you can press the up arrow to buy the call, down arrow to buy the put, left to sell the call, and right to sell the put. So in the shortcut section you can see all the shortcuts here, including short strangle, long straddle, etc. So similarly you can close the first position by the Z, close the last position by X, close all position by C. So you can see here we have multiple position. If you press the Z it closes the first position, and if you press the X it closes the last position, and if you press the C it closes all the position. Now one of the important update in the version 3 is called sets. So now let me explain the basics of sets and I will tell how it works. So in OneClick Trader by default the set is 1. So you can see the number 1 here and here, and it's highlighted with green arrow. To add another set you have to click on the plus button. So it adds another set, and you can add up to 4 different sets. And if you press the play button the price will be loading in that respective set, and you can press from the number 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I am pressing the number 2 in the keyboard, and you can see the set 2 is active. Now if I press the up arrow it buys the call option from the set 2. I am buying another call, and now if I want to buy the call option in the Nifty I just have to press the number 1 and press the up arrow. So I am pressing 2 times and it buying the call option 2 times. Now you can also see the number highlighted here. So if I press the 1 in the keyboard these 2 strikes are active, and if I press the number 2 these 2 strikes are active. Now if I press the C key only the set that is active will be closed. So if I press the again C, which is supposed to close all the position, is not working because set 2 is active. Now I have to press the number 1. So now this is only active, and if I press the C key it closes the set 1 as well. So just in case you have 2 set 1 calls, and I am pressing 2 different call option in set 2. If you want to close all the position in set 1 and 2 you have to press shift C. So this is how set works basically. As the video progress I will update more thing about the sets, and if you want to remove the sets you can press the minus button like this, and you can trade normally. Now let me explain about the config panel and the settings panel. So you can see when I press the up arrow it is buying the call option with the 50 quantity and put option with 50 quantity. So this quantity, stop loss, target, etc. can be changed in the config panel. You can press the A key, or you can press the config icon here. So now I am pressing the A key and this is opening. So for this is for call, this is set 1. So I am increasing the quantity to 200 for the call. For put it's 100, and I am closing here. And now if I press the up arrow, it's buying with 200 quantity, and if I press the down arrow, it's buying with the 100 quantity that we kept here. Now I'm adding another set, pressing the 2 number to make the set 2 active, and if I press the up arrow, it's buying with 25 quantity. So that one, again you can click on the config panel, you can see this is set 2. You can notice that when the set 2 is active, automatically the set 2 will be selected, or you can press the 1 to load the setting of set 1. 2 3 3 2 1 like that. So now I'm pressing the set 2. In set 2 the quantity is, for Banknifty it's 25, or if you want to do the Nifty quantity in set 2, you can increase here. Let's make to 500. For Banknifty it's 125. So now if I am pressing the up arrow, it's buying with 125. Suppose I am changing to Nifty, it will buy with the 500 that we have set here. Similarly, it's same for everything, stop loss, target, and this break even trail, M trail, etc. I will be explaining in upcoming video. Now let's look into the settings panel. You can press the S key, or you can click on the settings icon here. It will open the settings panel. This is order validity. In real broker, if you are trading, MIS will square off your trades by end of the day. Normal will carry forward your trades. And this is PNL view. Whenever you are taking trades, let us press the play button. So if you are taking trades, by default the profit and loss is displayed in rupees, and if you press the P key, it will switch to points mode. So you can switch the rupees and points here, and latest order can be displayed on the last or first, that is ascending or descending order. If it is last, if you are taking trade, it will be appended to the last, and if it is first, it will prepend to the first row. So the next one is quantity. This is for the config panel. Here you can see the quantities in the raw format. If you keep it to the lot mode, I am pressing the A key now, so the quantity will be in the lot mode. Quantity. So like this, some people prefer to use the lot, so I have given this option. So this is total target and this is total SL. So for example, if you are keeping it to 200, when the combined profit of all the position reaches 200, it will square up all the position. And for total loss, if you are keeping to 250, if combined loss of all the position reaches 250, all the position will be squared off. So this is global. So even if you are having position in set 1, set 2, all the sets position will be closed. For example, I am having some position in set 1 and some position in set 2. This is the combined PNL of everything. So if it is reaching 250, set 1, set 2 position has been squared off. Now similarly, if you want to activate this only on particular sets, you can do that as well. First of all, disable the global target and stop loss 2. If you keep it to 0, it will be disabled. Now open the config panel, click on the others. So in set 1, we can keep it as like 100, loss as 200, and please note in set 2 it has been kept to 0, which means disabled. So we can see the total profit of set 1 as minus 27, in set 2 minus 30. So in set 1, if the profit reaches 100, you can see only the set 1 position has been squared off and set 2 is remaining active. So this is how you can do it. You can do it in different set as well. So only when the total target or stop loss is reaching in the particular sets, it will be squared off. So remaining sets will. So this is max loss. So this is a risk management feature that allows you to stop over trading. For example, if you keep it to 5,000, so throughout the day, if your combined loss, even after you're squaring off, if your combined loss is more than 5,000, after that you will not be able to take any trades. So this is the feature, you can use it to avoid over trading. So for example, if you're trading and squaring off, you can see all your total profit will be stored here. Even if you are reloading, your total profit will be reaching here. So you're taking some more trades, so it will be keep on accumulated here. So if this is reaching minus 5,000, after that you will not be able to take any trades. So that is this feature max loss. So this 6 settings is a load premium feature. Here you can set any number of values. For example, here right now let's choose Banknifty. Right now ATM call and put has been loaded automatically. For example, if you want the premium of around 25, you can press shift plus 1. So if I'm pressing shift plus 1, you can see automatically it picks up the call and put which has the nearest value to the 25. So similarly, if you want something near the 100, you can press shift plus 3. So you can see this is the nearest call and put near the 100 rupees. So, and if you are pressing the 0, it will load the ATM again. So if I am pressing the 0, it will load the ATM. So you can have up to 6 different parameters. So whichever set is active, for example, if you press the set 2, in set 2 I am pressing shift 1. So it is in the Nifty, it is loading the call and put that is nearest to the 25. So you can modify this to 5 here, and if I am pressing shift 1, it brings up the call and put which is nearer to the 5. Now these are all the settings related to the chart, and you guys know OneClick Trader supports tick by tick charts. So whenever you are opening the call and put, you can see the call price, put price and the combined price over here. So here we have lots of option. You can change the chart length to 200, 300 like this. So this is the number of ticks. 400 will give you the broader view, and 100 will give you the smaller view. So you can enable the IV by clicking here, or you can press the I key. So if you press the I key, it will enable and disable the IV, which is yellow color line. So next is bid and offer. So you can press this bid and offer here, or you can press the D key here. So basically bids and offers are nothing but let me show you some example. So here you can see above the price, these are all the offers, and below the price line green color arrow, that are all the bids. So if the bids and offers are near to the price line, it means the spread is very small and your slippages will be very low. So that is why the market depth will be useful for the trader who are trading in the larger quantity. And the next thing is the open interest. You can press this one, or you can click on the O key. So this is tick by tick open interest. If there is any update, you can see the increase or decrease in the call and put OI. So the call OI will be on the red color and put OI will be on the green color. And final one is the volume. You can enable or disable by clicking on the V key. So for example, you can see the white spike here. So if the volume is higher, it means that the script has been traded very actively. So you can choose high volume scripts by looking into this. And if you are looking into the Finnifty, or if you are looking into the next week expiry, that volume will not be high compared to the current week. So you can see there is literally very low volume or no volume. So you can see the spikes are very small. Similarly, like if you're loading multiple sets, for example you're loading Nifty future, so that chart will be added in the bottom. So set 1 chart is here, the option charts, and set 2 chart is here, the future chart. So here you can enable the market depth. Similarly, here you can see the bids and offers clearly. So you can see the price is traveling in the bid, and when the bids are absorbed there is a fall. So if you are a scalper, this will be useful. And in the settings, the last thing is the price feed. So just in case there is a disconnection, you will get some error like this. So here you can see it will tell offline reconnect like this in OneClick Trader. So that time you can switch to another server, so that there won't be any disruption in your trading. So right now the price feed is loading in the server 2. If you want, you can switch to server 1. If you are facing any slow connection, or if you are feeling the connection is slow, you can switch the server and try it. Right now we covered everything about settings, config panel, and the sets. So if you want to know the interface, more details about the interface, you can come to the basic tutorial and click on the interface basics. So each thing I would have explained very clearly, so it will take some time. So you can pause this video and read it, or you can go to my documentation and read it. So now let's look into the market order. So basically all the trades you are taking in the OneClick Trader is market order. So up arrow, down arrow we have seen in the starting. So if you want to sell straddle, you can press the K. Basically it sells the call and put. I'm pressing the K, you can see it sells both the call and put. And if I'm pressing the L key, it's buying both the call and put. It's a long straddle. So the market order is you guys know. So the one new thing in the version 3 is trigger order. So now let's look into the trigger order. Similarly, the shortcuts are same. For every arrow you just add the shift key. For example, if you want to buy the call option at trigger price, you can use shift plus up arrow. So what is trigger order is, right now the call option price is 105. So basically if you want to buy the call option only when the price reaches 110 rupees, you can use the trigger order. Or if you want to buy only when the price goes below 100 rupees, you can use this. So I am pressing shift plus up arrow. So here there is two options, buy above and buy below. So if I am keeping 110, only when the right now the background is blue color, it means the trigger order is in pending, and you can see this greater than symbol. It means only the price goes above the 110, this will be active. So similarly I am using buy below option. Only if the price goes below 100, this trigger, this less than symbol is there. So only when the price goes below 100, this trigger, this order will get active. If you want to modify, you can click on this and change it to 101.5 like that. So here you can see the price goes below 101.5 and this buy order has been triggered. So normally this position will become same like the market order you have placed before. Similarly you can do the same thing for put, call, everything. Now let's look into the trailing. For manual trail you can use the T key, and for normal trailing you can enable the trailing option in the settings. So click on the config panel. This is trail. If the trail is 0, it means it has been disabled, the trailing will not work, and if you are keeping it to some other value apart from 0, the trailing will active, and the same trail value will get active only when you press the key T. So let's look into the trailing in detail now. First let us look into the automatic trail option. Like I said, you can do that in the config panel. Let's look into the scenario. even if it is confusing, please come back to this documentation and read this again, you will get it clear. So imagine you are buying some call option at 100 rupees and your stop loss is 96 rupees, that is 4 points. When there is a sudden up move of 20 points, you will see your position at 20 points profit. But if there is a reversal and the markets fall, your stop loss will be hit. So even though you saw 20 points profit, you are ending up in the 4-point loss. So avoid this scenario, you can use the automatic trail option. So listen to this carefully, so it may be little confusing. So first of all, from the 100 rupees, the LTP is falling to 99 rupees. So you are in 1 point loss. The stop loss will remain the same at 96. Now the price is going to 104. Still the stop loss will be remaining at 96 because the profit is only 4 points. Until it is 5 points profit, nothing will happen. Now when the price reaches 105, your profit is 5 points. So that time your stop loss will be changed. This formula will be used. So LTP minus trail. LTP is 105, trail is 5. So 105 minus 5, that is 100. That will be your new stop loss. Again similarly, when the price goes to 106, your stop loss will be modified to 101. So if the price is falling, nothing will happen to the stop loss. It will be fixed to the 101. So because automatic trail works only on the increasing manner. Now again 107, your stop loss is 102. Now the price falls to 103, nothing happens because your stop loss is 102. Now once it touches the 102, the position will get squared off. So you will be ending up with the 2 points profit instead of the 4 point stop loss. So this is how automatic trail option works. So now let's look into the next topic, manual trail. So the manual trail, instead of automatic trail, only when you press the key T, it will get activated. Let me show you the live example. First make sure you have some value in the M trail, and stop loss is 4 here. I am buying the call option now. So 29 is your average price, minus 4, 25.65 here, default stop loss. So what is manual trail is, whenever you press the key, shortcut is the T to enable manual trail. Whenever you press the T key, LTP will be subtracted by the 2 points and that will be your stop loss. So for example, now the stop loss is 22. If I press the T key, 24 minus 2, that is 22. If I am pressing the T key again, so 26 minus 2, 24. So LTP minus M trail value, that is your new stop loss. So this is how M trail works. So whenever there is a movement in the market, you can keep trailing the stop loss like this by pressing the T key, so that manually you are trailing. So now let us look into the break even feature. So in the config panel, this is the option for break even. You can keep from 0 to 4. So basically what this does is, if you press the B key, your stop loss will be converted to the average price. Now you are buying the call option at 10.8. If you are pressing the B key, the stop loss will be changed to 10.80. So please do this only when the position is in profit, else your position will be squared off. I am pressing the B key now. So you can see 10.80. Once the price reaches LTP reaches 10.8, your position will be squared off. That is, you are breaking even your position. After this, you can press the T key to manually trail. So you can see from LTP it reduces to -1. So first, if you are trailing, first you can do the break even. After that, you can do the manual trail. You can press the C to close all the position. So by default it is 0. So whatever the average price is, that will be the SL. So if you want even more leverage, you can keep it to 0.5. So if you are buying at 100 rupees, your stop loss will be modified to 100 plus 0.5, 100.5 instead of the 100. So instead of break even, so to cover your brokerage, you can use this option. We have finished the trailing, manual trail and break even. Now let us look into the entry feature. So this is nothing but an order slicing tool before you are taking an order. For example, if you are keeping it to 200 and the entry is 50, So in one click it will take 4 different orders totaling 200. For example, if I am pressing the up arrow, let me click the play button, up arrow, you can see total of 200 quantity has been sliced into 4 different order as 50, which we kept in the entry. So basically this one is used to trade more than the exchange allowed quantity. In the Nifty, maximum allowed quantity is 1800 as of now. For example, now if you want to trade with 3000 quantity in one click, you can keep it to the maximum value, and if you press the up arrow, you can see the order has been sliced to the total value of 3000. So this is how order slicing works. Similarly, you can do this in Banknifty as well. In the Banknifty, the maximum allowed quantity in the exchange is 900, so that will be your maximum entry value. So you can take for example, if you keep to 9000 and the entry is 900, it will take 10 different order with one click. So you can see 10 different order in one click. Now let us look into the split and the merge value. Remember, for the split it is N, the shortcut. For the merge it is M. So useful scenario you can read into the documentation. Now I will just show the example of how it works. Let's open the OneClick Trader. Here in the config panel, in the split we can keep something like 100. For the merge, let's keep something like 700. Quantity, let's keep 300. So entry, let us disable. So let's keep it to 0. Now the quantity is 300. I am buying one call with 300. Now the split value is 100. So if I press the N key, it will split the orders into 100 quantity, so that even if you are taking one trade, you can square off or book your partial profit like this. So now you are taking multiple trades and you are splitting by press the N key. You have lots of trades and you wanted to close everything in one click. So if you are closing, all this thing will be executed as different orders. So in broker like Zerodha, you will be charged with high brokerage. That time you can merge the order. So if you press the M key, you have kept the merge to 700. If you want, you can increase to 900. So if you press the M key now, so it will merge everything to one order. So now if you close, only one order will be executed and your brokerage will be lesser as well. So you can use these options, entry, split, merge, etc., to trade in higher quantity, or if you want to place the order with low slippages, you can make use of these options. Now let's look into the different scenarios. Previously in version 2 you will be able to trade in only one strike and one symbol at a time, but in version 3 you can have different symbols and different strikes in different sets. Now you can trade in Banknifty, press the 1, trade in Nifty. So like this you can trade with different symbols and strikes at a time. Pressing the 3 to make this active. So even Finnifty you can trade simultaneously. So the next scenario is different lots. For example, sometimes when you are averaging, when the market is moving violently, you will want to buy with higher quantity, and some other time you want to buy with lower quantity. That time what you can do is, for both the set, keep the same strike. In the config panel, in set 1 you can keep 200 quantity, set 2 you can keep 100 quantity. So whenever if you want to buy higher quantity, you can use the set 1, and whenever you want to average with the lower quantity, you can use the set 2. So like this you can use different quantity and average your positions. So next thing is straddle with edge. So this is for option sellers. In the set 2 you can load the, let's load the next week expiry. You can load the ATM, and in the set 1 you can load the OTM. For loading the OTM, Let's press shift 1 so that it loads something with the cheaper premium of 5 rupees. So press the 2, press the K key, and make sure you have the quantity of same in both the call and put. So press the K key, it sells the call and put. You press the 1 and press the L key, so it buys the edge. So here as well, make sure you have the quantity of same. So K, 1 and L, so it sells the straddle and buys the edge in the OTM. So this is another scenario. So reversing a trade, you can press the R key. Now you are buying the call as the market moves up, and suddenly if you feel you want to buy the put, instead of closing this and buying the put by pressing the down arrow, you can just press the R key. So it closes the position and open the trades in the put. Similarly, if you are selling the call, if you press the R key, it closes that and sells put option. So next scenario, like you're having some calls and you're having some puts. You're having 10 different order, but if you wanted to close only the calls, or if you wanted to close only put, similarly you can buy all the calls in the set 1, press the 2 and buy all the put in the set 2. So now if you want to close only the put option, you press the 2 key, or if you want to close only all the call option, press the 1 key. You can see the 1 is getting active. If you press C, all the call option gets closed and you are remaining with the put option. So the next scenario is rolling over strike. Imagine you are an option seller and you are selling 18150 call and 18150 put. Now suddenly if the market is moving for you wanted to close this position and roll over to 18,200, so you can ready-madely keep another set with 18,200 call and 18,200 put. Okay, so you're active in this one. You're selling call and put. To roll over, press the C key to exit all, press the 1 key and press the K key, so it sells call and put. So you're closing the current straddle and taking another straddle in the set. So this is how you can roll over. You can keep set 1, set 2, set 3, and you can roll over when the market is moving suddenly. And next is a calendar strategy. Similarly, in set 1 you can keep the current expiry. In set 2 you can keep next expiry. Let's load something with higher premium. Press the K key to sell the call and put, press the 2 key and press the L key. So it basically sells the current week straddle and do the long straddle in the next week. So it's kind of calendar strategy. So even more different strategy and whatever thing, you can be creative and you can find several methods with the sets. That's it guys, I have covered pretty much everything. Now let me show you some of the things I have not covered. In the OneClick Trader, while you're trading, just in case if there is a disconnection, you can switch between the server and it will automatically connect and your trades and position will resume. So, and one more thing, if you are having some open position and if you are closing the OneClick Trader by accident, it will ask you to restore the table. You can press the yes. So previous position will be automatically fetched and it will resume automatically. So make sure at least one strike is loading, only then everything will work. And next thing I wanted to show you is, after you take a trade, you can click on the SL here to change it, or you can use the plus or minus. Similarly for target you can do that. And everywhere even in the settings, if you click somewhere here, you can enter manually like this, or you use the plus minus button like this. And after you close the trade, if you are keeping the mouse over the profit and loss, you can view the brokerage, and if you are keeping the mouse over the quantity, you can see the net premium. And throughout the day, what is the approximate brokerage, it will be displayed here. and this is the total number of trades that is taken only via OneClick Trader. And even if you are closing and reloading the thing, whatever profit or loss, it will be displayed here. So right now the market is closed, so it is just a dummy profit and loss. Now another thing I missed to mention is this one, spacebar and shift plus spacebar. So you are having some trades here. If you press the space bar, it will clear every position. Just in case if you are accidentally pressing the space bar and clearing the open positions, and if you are connected to your broker, please note that all the position you have cleared will be active in the broker. So make sure you manage your position from broker directly. And another thing is shift plus space bar. So if you are having multiple position and if you want to clear only the closed position, you can press shift plus space bar. So right now you can manage only your active positions. Next thing is you can export your logs by pressing the Y key. So you are having multiple trades, and if you are pressing the Y key, whatever trades you have taken, entry and exit, stop loss, target, average, PNL, etc., you can view in the trade log like this. And you can press the E key to export the trade log in the CSV format, and you can view that in the Excel sheet later. And you can increase the height of the order table by pressing the F, and you can hide show the chart by pressing the J. So I am pressing the J now, it has hidden the chart. I am pressing the F key, so you have full height order table. So if you press the J again, the chart will display, and if you press the F again, it will reduce and increase. So these are all the things I covered, and one last thing is the global shortcuts. If you are opening the OneClick Trader and pressing the Q, it will open the global menu like this. From here you navigate to paper trading, or you can go to some other broker. So like this you can switch your window. Even in Zerodha window, if you press the Q, it will open the menu. And next thing is W. From the current broker terminal, if you pressing the W key, it will open the respective broker logged in, so you can check the positions from there. So make sure in the tips I would have mentioned, like here please make sure you press the W and keep your broker open and active in the background. So that is because if you close the broker, sometimes your OneClick Trader may log you out. So always remember to press the W and keep the broker in the background while you are using the OneClick Trader. And the last shortcut is Control Shift C and Control Shift X. So Control Shift C is minimize and maximize. I am pressing now. So Control Shift C is maximizing and minimizing the window. And next is Control Shift X. Now if I am pressing Control Shift X, it moves the window left and right like this. Just in case you are having some charts, and if you want to move the OneClick Trader, you can move it like this. So yeah, that's it guys. This is pretty much everything for the OneClick Trader version 3. And if you guys have any feedback, please leave the comment in the YouTube channel. And also you can subscribe to my Telegram and post your feedback over there. If it is feedback, or if you are having any feature request, I am actively working and adding on that feature. So yeah, that's it guys. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned. Bye.